right, guys, we're going to put this particular Forex Robot to the back test. Now, I may be saying some crazy things in this video because just to give you a little backstory here, as you well know, this is not financial advice at all. What we do is we take the Forex robots, the gurus, the AI systems, and we typically put it to the test with backtest and then with real money, sometimes demo accounts. But I tried to get a video boosted at one time, and Google was tripping. They were saying I was making all these claims. All right, for Google, YouTube, algorithm, I am not making any claims. I am just running this EA, which they are now selling for $30,000 through a back test. That's it. Any numbers, any figures that I quote are going to be the results from a back test. There are no claims made. I want to make that clear. Only the results from the back test that we are running. That's it. Disclaimer is no financial advice. This is not real money. They are only back test figures. So I hope that's good enough for the algorithm this time. So let's get started here. These are the things that we're looking at. It's a $30,000 robot. That's what they're selling it for in the MQL5 marketplace. The claims that got our attention, even though it's very unlikely we would ever pay $30,000 for a robot, but they say you can start this with a $200 balance, and their claim to fame, remember, this is only a claim, YouTube algorithm, their claim that we will prove or disprove through this back test is they took $1,000 and grew it to like over $60 million in 5 years, which is absolutely ridiculous. And this was the claim right here, as you can see it. 5-minute chart. Where is the, yeah, here it is. 1/2021 to 2/2025. And you can see this is their claim right here. Again, for the algorithm, this is not what we're claiming. This is what they were claiming, and we're putting it to the test. So let's go ahead and run this back test and see what we come up with our very own back test. Guys, the first back test that we typically run is the current year. If it can't get out of the current year, and there's a lot going on this year, 2026, for those of you that are watching this a little bit later. And we have one, which is January 1st, 2026 to today, which is May 10th, 2026. So we're going to check that out. We did exactly what they told us to do. We put this on a 5-minute chart. Now, what you see here is we ran it earlier, at least one iteration of this earlier, because I wanted to see how many trades it made on a 1-hour chart. So I don't know if it qualifies as a high-frequency trading robot or not, but by the looks of it, it is. It is. So that means nothing to us right now, but as long as it works with the brokers that we use, Coinex and OP Securities, we will be good with that. Don't really care. So we're going to go ahead and run this. Let's see. And then we'll check out the graph while we're at it. Okay, it has started, and we're going to go ahead and graph this. You'll get to see this in real time. Now, see, it's already kind of funky to me. It seems like that the equity was always lower. You know, this is the balance line, and this is the equity line. So it was all, wow, that was quick. So it went from $200, because that's what we put in it, as $200, because it said that was the minimum, $200 to $3 pretty quickly. That's crazy. Let's look at the report. And that was 265 trades. And let's see, what was the time frame? You see here it started 1/2/26. And then sorry about that, guys. And I just want to see the last day that it traded. Okay, well, it answered another question for us, guys. It is a high frequency because it actually blew the account day 2. Wow. Well, day 1. So all of this activity took place, 200 and some odd trades in one day, and it blew our freaking account. Now, that's crazy. So they were doing some crazy scalps when they developed this particular robot. Since this robot, I'm sorry, since this video is short, let's go ahead and let's put $1,000 in the account. And let's see if that makes a difference. And we'll let it run one more time with $1,000 instead of $200. Remember, that first one was $200 because that's what the developer, that's what they suggested we start with. So let's check out this graph and let's see if it hangs on a little bit more, if it's a bit more capitalized, if it gets out of at least day one of trading. Well, it seems like that is bouncing all around. Nope, there it goes. It goes down to 600. There we are around 700, so that's $300 drawdown, which is a 30% drawdown that we're into right now. Okay, but it's hanging in there. I'm pretty sure that it's going over that. It seems like it's always in the market because there's always a gap between the equity and the balance. So no wonder there were so many trades taken. And this was only one day. Look at this. This is one day. That's a lot of trades, guys. Well, there's many reasons why we wouldn't even consider this if someone gave it to us. We wouldn't put real money on it. It's just crazy. Too high risk. 30 grand. Wow. All right, guys, it's 70% down there, so it is definitely a no. Definitely a no. Wow. Okay, yep, it blows accounts. So that just goes to show you guys that just because something is $30,000 is more, the old rule, you get what you pay for, isn't necessarily true. So guys, if you want to see the 2 or 3, I don't know up to this point how many that we have with trade copies, but we test everything on various balances, also with different brokers, because the broker, the trading environment counts when it comes to these robots. Not every robot's going to work on every broker and their environment, their spreads, latency. There's a lot that goes into it, believe it or not. All right, guys, go out there, do some tests, choose wisely. Peace.